Right, so we've got the file from the task that you're going to do. What we need to do is kind of like work out what's going on in this code. There's quite a lot of code in here. Now if I run it, let's just see what it does, because obviously you can get a lot from what's actually been shown. So if I just run this, you can see we've got our window here. You can see it's got the labels on the left hand side, it's got the entry boxes on the right hand side, and then it's got two buttons at the bottom which are back and save. What we need to do is just go through it and just try and work out what's going on just by annotating it. So the first thing we do, we're going to come down to the bottom here, because this is where our function is being called. So if I come down to the bottom here, add my first annotation, the function to add the teacher is being called. Okay, so if we go up, we can see at the top there, well, this is the add teacher function at the top, and that's where everything takes place. So if you come into this, you can see we've got another function. We're just going to ignore that for now. You can see it's indented, and we're going to just start from here. Okay, so where it says add teacher win, and that's where we're going to start from on this bit here. So this bit, well, all it's doing, if you remember previously, is we're creating an instance that allows us to use tkinter effectively and create our windows and widgets and everything else. So we're creating an instance which is going to be called add teacher win. So any reference we have to the window is going to be add teacher win. The next thing we've got there is the name of the window, which you can see is just add teacher in a string there, and then we've got the size of the window underneath. So size of the window. Whoops. Of the window, very much like we did on the previous ones. If you come down now, what you've got, you can see there, it says frame 1 equals frame. So what we've got in this program is we've got two frames. Okay, the first frame, if I just run this code again, is basically this top part, which includes the kind of like the labels and the actual form, the kind of entry boxes. The second part, if you go down, is just the buttons. You've got two frames, one above the other. So frame 1 is frame add teacher win. So that's the name of the frame, called add teacher win. This contains the form elements, you know, the labels, entry boxes, etc. Okay, here, if you remember, we've got pack. So basically, the way we're going to construct this in terms of our layout managers is we're going to have frame 1 on the top and then frame 2 underneath it. We're using the pack layout method. So the layout manager to place the form in the window, like so, in the window. Okay, so this is kind of setting everything up. It's just creating the window, and then our elements are going to go into that. The first one is the form. So what we've got here is, and we started looking at this previously, this is where we lay out the labels and the entry boxes. So this is the label. Now you can see where it says sticky equals W. Well, this is going to be to the west of everything. So it's going to go to the left. And if you remember back to what we were looking at the start of the lesson with grid, okay, so it's going to be on the third row, and column 0. So this is going to be column 0. The next column along you can see is column 1. So this is the label, which will be on the left. On the left. Okay, the next one here, now this is a variable. Effectively, it's a variable which is specific to tkinter. So this is just a variable. I won't go into this in too much detail. I don't really need to know this. This is a variable class. You know, these are kind of specific to tkinter, so don't worry too much about it. It's just the name of a variable. It does the same thing. It just stores data in it. Then we've got, obviously we've got the reference to that the variable there. So we'd say this is a string, as you can see. And then here, we've got our entry box. Okay, so this is the entry box. Nothing more to add to that. And then this when we lay it out, this will appear, the entry box, on the right hand side of the window. Okay, so the first one we've got is the teacher label. So if we just run it again, we can just match these things up so you can understand what's going on. So we've got the teacher ID, which is this bit here, the label, and then we've got the entry box, which is next to it. Okay, then we come down to the next thing, which is basically the next item. So the form elements for the kind of the first name. So form elements for the first name, which you can see. And you can see again, sticky part, so sticky W just means it equals west, okay, so to the left hand side. Then again, we've got our class variable, so I'm just going to put variable name there. Then we've got the entry box, which references the variable name. And then after that, we've got obviously where we're going to be laying it out. Okay, so there's not much to really add into here. The ones underneath are just the different parts of our form, so I can just copy that. So the variable name, so we've got, they're all strings, you can see, string var, and then let's have a quick look, see if there's anything else. So form elements for the first name, so this is form elements for surname, address, form elements for address, with the variable name, then the entry box, and then where it's going to be positioned. So this last, no, it's not the last one yet. So form elements for the postcode, and then this one here, which is the last one, form elements for the qualification. Okay, so we're just annotating the parts of our window which are going to be containing the, or the frame, sorry, in the window which contain the form. Now at the bottom here, you can see it says frame 2. So frame 2 is where the buttons will appear. Okay, so if you come down, so this block at the bottom here, this block is for the buttons. Okay. And you can see we're using pack. So frame 1, if I just be clear on this, frame 1 is the labels, entry boxes. Frame 2 sits underneath this. Okay, we're using pack. So if you remember, it's going to goes on top of each other. So we've got frame 1, then we've got frame 2. Then we've got the actual buttons. You can see B1 equals button. It's going to be within the frame 2. And it's going to have the text, which is back. So this is our back button, which would go back to our main screen if it was functioning at the minute. So back button to the main screen, which closes the window. I'll come on to this in a bit more detail in a different lesson. So closes the window. This one here, now you can see it says save. So obviously this is going to, this is the save button, which, well, this is kind of like, this is the, deals with the processing, okay, of the form. It's going to take all the information that's been put into it and then process it. And it's going to look for this function called save teacher. Okay, so it's going to call the function save teacher. And the last thing here, the two buttons are lined up next to each other, like so. Okay. So save teacher, it's looking for this function. If we have a look now, where's save teacher up here? There it is. So it's calling this function called save teacher. Okay, so it's going to come up to the top. I can now take this bit. So this is just, well, this is just the function. The function to add the teacher and the details. This here, this function processes the form. Now then, what you can see, our teacher ID var, if we come down, this relates to this here, the variable which is storing the name or the teacher ID, sorry. And you can see it's been assigned to another variable called teacher ID save. So what it's doing using this get method, if you remember when we used that before, it's going to retrieve the teacher ID from the form and save to teacher ID save, what's your capitals, variable, like so. Okay. This here, you can see, it's got this LJUS. I won't worry about this too much. Basically, this is going to be the space when it's saved to a text file in between the different elements. So it's saying we're going to pad it out a bit, we're going to have a bit of a space. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So this is basically the space that will appear between items in the text file, like so. Okay, so this is getting the information from the form using get and then saving it in another variable called teacher ID save. And we're going to do the same for each of these. Okay, so get the first name from the form. Okay, get the surname from the form. Save it to this variable. Get the address from the form. Then get the postcode. And last of all, it's the qualification. So get the qualification from the form. Okay. Then we come down into the last part, which is basically where we write the information to our text file. So you can see here, you should be familiar with this. So we've got our file objects, okay, and then we've got the name of the text file. So we're going to open the text file, and you can see it's in append mode. File in append mode. Okay, so the text file, the name of it is teacherdetails.txt. So we're going to open that, and then we've got our file object here on the left hand side called file objects. Then you can see file object.write. So we're now writing teacher ID save from up here, then first name save, surname save, address save, postcode save, and qual save. And I've got a new line character here. So this here is just writes info, or writes the data, okay, to file, like so. Then we've got the close, so how we close the connection. So close the connection. And then again, you'll see message box, show info, and it is the confirmation pop-up that's going to show. So the output, output the confirmation or display. It's display confirmation. There you go. So let's just save that. So we've got lots of annotations in here. Explain. A lot of it's just repetition. It's just the same thing. It's the form elements and just dealing with them. Let's run that now. So let's have a quick look. Hopefully this works now. There we go. So we've got a teacher ID. I was going to make it up. I'm going to go 999. First name, Derek. Oh, Derek Diggler. Okay, Derek Diggler. There he is. Address, I don't know, 90 High Street. Postcode, B744RZ, which is the school. Qualification, degree, yeah. Whoop, degree. Okay, so I'm going to click save. So if I click save, teacher details successfully saved, which you can see relates to what was on our pop-up there. Let's click OK. Let's go to the folder which we've been working on, which isn't that one, funny enough, it's somewhere else. Okay, so this is what we've been working on here. Teacher, so you can see it's created the teacher details.txt, and there it is, Derek Diggler. And you can see this ridiculous gap in between the elements. Okay, so I changed it to like 1 or 2 or something, whatever. It's going to narrow that gap down. Why this is done in the sample assessment, I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. So there you go. So it's done. It's taken the form details. The only thing in this case here would be back, which, if you remember, destroys the window.